Hi guys! So for today's video, isi-share ko sa inyo yung experience namin on how we transferred our Philippine peso money here in Canada. Isa po kasi sa mga iniisip namin before on ano kaya yung pwede namin gawin para ma-transfer namin yung pera namin from Philippines to Canada. Especially that you need to declare your money during your landing on immigration kung may hawak kang $10,000 pataas. So actually, it's not really a problem na mag-declare ka kasi hindi naman nila babawasan or hindi naman kanila chargean dahil nag-exceed ka ng more than $10,000 dollars na dala-dala mong pera. But the problem is, you don't know kung anong mangyayari during your flights. It's very unsafe for you to have your cash on hand on that big amount of money. So, napaisip talaga kami kung paano namin siya idadala dito sa Canada. So, nag-search kami through FB groups ng mga ways kung paano ma-transfer yung money from Philippines to Canada. And at the same time, I also search some videos in YouTube kung, yun nga, paano namin siya dadalhin dito sa Canada. Not until we found out the BPI Outward Remittance. BPI Outward Remittance is one of the program ng BPI. It's a bank in the Philippines. Isa siya sa mga bank sa Pilipinas. I think the full name of BPI is Bank of the Philippine Islands. So, itong BPI Outward Remittance, pwede mo siyang gamitin nang nasa Canada ka na. So, natuwa talaga kami nung nalaman namin to. So, pwede namin siyang gawin kung nandoon na kami sa Canada. That's our thinking when we are still in the Philippines. So, ang ginawa namin, nag-open kami ng BPI account namin sa Philippines pa lang before kami umalis ng Canada. It's either Philippine account or USD account. Basta BPI account siya. Okay? So, ang ginawa namin yun nga, nag-open kami ng BPI account namin doon. So, transfer namin yung mga savings namin sa BPI account. And once we landed here in Canada, okay, ibig sabihin nito, nandito na kami sa Canada before. So, yung pera namin, nadudoon pa rin sa BPI sa Pilipinas. Nagdala lang kami ng small amount of dollars na hawak namin, pero at least hindi ganun kalaki na amount. Okay? So, pagkaland namin dito sa Canada, nag-open na po kami ng bank account namin dito. So, nag-open kami ng bank namin sa Canada. Whatever your preference is kung ano man yung bank na gusto nyo dito sa Canada, pwede nyo siyang gamitin, ang BPI Outward Remittance. Later on this video, i-explain ko sa inyo kung paano i-navigate or kung paano gamitin ang BPI Outward Remittance. So, yun nga. So, in short, ang mga kailangan natin, or if you want to use BPI Outward Remittance, ang mga kailangan mong gawin is to secure a BPI account first habang nasa Pilipinas ka pa lang. Okay? So, or if you have families who have BPI account, na you can trust them na ilagay yung pera nyo muna doon, then they will be the one who will transfer the money once you already have your bank account here in Canada. So, yeah, I will explain to you how I transferred our money from Philippine peso to Canada, one of the bank here in Canada, using BPI Outward Remittance. Actually, it's very easy. It's very convenient. Sabi ko nga, pwede mo siyang gawin kahit nandito ka na sa Canada. So, you can still navigate the BPI Outward Remittance. Actually guys, ang BPI Outward Remittance, hindi mo lang siya sa Canada magagamit. You can use it to other countries if you want. Later on, makikita mo yung mga currency na available sa BPI Outward Remittance. Pero, when it comes to a US dollar, it's 24/7 available. But for other currencies like Canada, mag-o-open lang ito during weekdays. Take note, weekdays only in the Philippines during bank hours, usually 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Philippine time. Okay, ulitin ko po, ang BPI Outwards, lalabas lang po yung other currencies aside from US dollars during weekdays, banking times 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Philippine time. So kung nandito ka sa Canada, i-check mo muna kung 10 a.m. na ba at weekdays sa Pilipinas before you are going to use your BPI outward remittance. And it's very easy actually dahil on our experience, within 24 hours, na-receive na namin yung transfer naming money from peso to Canadian doon sa bank namin dito sa Canada. No hassle at all. So, ulitin ko, gamitin lang po natin ang BPI outward remittance or lalabas lang po ang other currencies aside from USD during weekdays banking hours 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I-check nyo rin po, baka naman oo nga weekdays sa Pilipinas, banking hours sa Pilipinas, pero holiday naman po pala sa Pilipinas, which is different na dito sa Canada kung nandito ka sa Canada. So yan po yung mga i-check ninyo kung gagamitin nyo po yung BPI outward remittance. And after that, it's very easy, no hassle at all. And I will explain it to you on the next video, or on this video, I should say, kung paano mo ina-navigate ang BPI outward remittance. So stay tuned guys, and hopefully makatulong po itong video na ito para sa inyo kung ito rin po ba yung problema ninyo before kayo mag-land dito sa Canada. Or actually, kahit yung mga nandito na sa Canada, okay, na napapaisip paano kaya nila ito transfer yung money nila na naiwan pa sa Pilipinas. So, stay tuned guys, and on this video, I'll explain to you how to navigate it. So guys, let's start to navigate the BPI outward remittance. Here, you can just simply copy this link to your website or to your computer, or just simply type BPI outward remittance from Google and it will direct you to their website. So this is what their website looks like. There's 4 processes in here. Number 1 is sending the details. In sending the details, there's first option, there is currency and amount. Because we're focusing on transferring Philippine peso to Canadian dollar, I choose CAD or Canadian dollars. There's a lot of currency that you can use for BPI outward remittance. So, but because we're focusing on Canadian dollars, I chose CAD. This is what I've been telling you guys in the very first part of this video about the other currencies available here in BPI outward remittance. There's a minimum $10 to maximum $12,000 for each transfer or for each transaction per day here in BPI outward remittance. So for example purpose only, I put 12,000 Canadian dollars. Next is the remitter source account. If you have Philippine account or USD account sa BPI, it depends kung ano yung account ninyo. Just choose whatever remitter's account would you like to use here. So because we only have PHP account, I chose a PHP account and put your account number besides it. Next, just tick that you are a resident of the Philippines. And next is the purpose code. There's a lot of purpose code that you can choose there. So for us, that because we landed here as permanent resident, I just choose the personal travel, I should say. But if you are students and you would like to use this for your tuition fee, you can choose the student, because there's a student options also here. So it depends on whatever your purpose on transferring your money from Philippines to Canadian dollar. But for just simple purpose, you can choose personal travel, and you can put there your specific purpose of transfer. So for us, I just copied for personal travel. But for what I've said earlier, if you're a student, you can put for your tuition fee. Next is your choose your source of funds. So it depends on what did you put when you applied or when you open your BPI account in the Philippines. So kung saan nanggagaling yung fund nyo na pinasok nyo sa BPI before. So for us, it was a salary, so I choose salary. Next is your receiving bank details. First there is the receiving bank's country. When we landed here in Canada, that's the time we only opened a Canadian bank. So the receiver bank's country is Canada. So just look for the word Canada or the country Canada in the option and click it. Next is your receiving bank's name. It depends whatever bank did you open here in Canada. TD, Scotia, BMO, whatever it is, put the receiving bank's name, the complete bank's name. So for us, we open a TD Bank, so I just put TD Bank over there. Next is the receiving bank's address. So kung saan po kayong branch na nag-open ng bank ninyo, yun po yung ilalagay nyong bank address. Especially yung mga sikat na banks dito, they have different branches. So kung ano po yung branch na nilagay, kung ano po yung branch na pinag-openan nyo ng bank account ninyo, put that address. So just for example purpose only, I put Scarborough there, but put the exact address of your bank. Next is the receiving bank SWIFT code. Here you can search it to Google on what is the SWIFT code of that bank, or you can simply ask the person who assists you when you open your bank account here in Canada. Sa SWIFT code, guys, some banks, they only have one SWIFT code even though they have different branches. But some banks here in Canada, they have different SWIFT codes for each branches. So ask the person that help you to open your bank here in Canada. Next is the beneficiary bank FedWire or your ABA routing number or national routing number. In this part, you can ask the person that helps you to open your bank, or after you open your bank account, they will give you your account details, and in there, you can see your national routing number. Next is the intermediary bank details. When you say intermediary bank details, this is a bank that acts on behalf of the sender bank. So if wala naman po kayong ganito or middleman when transferring your money, just don't tick this part. So next is the charge type. There's two options there kung saan i-charge yung mga other fees ng BPI outward remittance. If you want it to be charged on the sender only or on both ends of this remittance. So I just chose fee charged to the sender only. And there's an optional box there for other bank-to-bank information. So I just leave it blank. Next is the beneficiary details. So first is the beneficiary name. Kung kanino nyo po isa-send yung pera. So because I just send it on myself also, when I open my bank account here in Canada, I just choose self. So yes, you have a lot of options there. It depends on what is your purpose when using this remittance. So yan, ang nilagay ko lang is self and just put your name on top of it. And next is your beneficiary address. Kung ano po yung address, of course, kung sino yung sasendan po ninyo. And the country. So dahil nasa Canada na po kami that time, I take Canada. Next is your beneficiary account number, international bank account number. Yan po ay makikita nyo sa papel or sa informations na ibibigay po sa inyo ng bank ninyo once you successfully open your bank account here in Canada. Or if you just want to make sure, just simply ask the person who helped you to open your bank account here in Canada. And you can put other beneficiary information if you would like to put it. It's not really necessary. It's just an optional part there. This is only just for an example purpose only. That's why I put something there. Next, number 4 is your email and confirmation. So just simply put your email for confirmation. And then there you can see the summary of your remittance amount or your transaction, I should say. Your remittance amount in Philippine peso. Documentary stamp is 60, no, I think it's 200. Yeah, 200 pesos. Service charge is 600. Correspond bank charge, it depends on the day that you transfer your money from Philippine peso to Canadian. So that's it. For our experience, we received the money that we transferred from Philippines to Canada within 24 hours. So it still depends on the transaction that you've done. So that's our only experience. So yun lamang guys. Hopefully this video will help you on your questions kung paano nyo nga po ita-transfer ang pera ninyo from Philippine peso here in Canada. If you have more questions or more clarifications, you can comment down below or you can directly message me to my FB account that was listed on the description down below. Or if you have more suggestions on the next videos that you want me to do, just comment it or message me. So that's all guys. Thank you.